Grace and Peace Rooted Collective. Welcome back to Awakened and Rooted, where the veil is thin, the vibes are deep, and the stories will make you question everything. So if you are into the mystical, the metaphysical, or the downright unexplainable, you are in the right place. So we are still in October, so we are going to continue with this October theme. But in this video, we are going to learn about what October teaches us, and also a little bit of how to protect your energy. So let's get into it.
Y'all, why the fuck does this month feel like the end of 2025? Like, for some reason, it feels like this is the last month of the year. We got 2 more months left. And I can't wait for this bitch to be over. It's just like, no, let me not say that. 2025 was shit. 2024 was hell. 2025 is when I started kind of stepping into the light, right? 2024 was dark. 2025 started out a little dark, but I started stepping into the light. So then once I got into the light, it was just like everything was weird. It's like once you step into the light, Caroline, like everything seems weird as fuck, because now it's like you're seeing shadows of the dark and like nothing makes sense because everything makes sense. Does that make sense? But anyway, yeah, October for some reason feels like the end of this year. And I'm not exactly sure why, but I just feel like this is the end of 2025. And maybe because, you know, October is like harvest season, when whatever seeds you planted, they're supposed to start blossoming. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. But October feels like the end of 2025.
October feels like the calm after every storm. Like the world finally took a deep breath. And somehow, I did too. No noise, no rush, just peace.
That one was short. That one was AI. But I'm hoping for peace for the rest of October.
This is part 2 of things that you should never do spiritually on the month of October, because in October the veil is extremely thin. This is literally them and this is us. Like, this is how close they are to us. They can practically touch us. That's how thin the veil is. And I'm really tired, but we're gonna start with number 1. Now, you guys know I am 100% against any sort of love spells, but to each their own. If you want to go ahead and do one, that's on you. Don't ever do them in October though. Love spells will rot in October. You'll get the complete opposite of what you're trying to accomplish. At first, it will make the person extremely sweet and almost obsessed with you, but then it will sour like very quickly, and it's almost like irreversible. Number 2, I would probably never do this no matter what time of the year it is. Don't ever sleep with your feet uncovered. I guarantee you'll feel a tug. For whatever reason, spirits are drawn to them and they want to like pull at them to make sure that you're still alive. This is the fact. And number 3, don't ever leave any lit candles overnight, or like open waters, like you leaving a cup of water near your bed, or open mirrors, like you don't cover your mirrors at night, because this is welcoming spirits. Spirits see that as a welcome sign. If the moon happens to hit these objects just right, it could open up a portal where you'll have absolutely no idea what could step through. Let me know if you guys want a part 3.
That is interesting and creepy all at the same time.
Welcome to A Witch's Guide to October. But what does October energy actually mean? October is the month of descent. The light fades, shadows stretch longer, and you might notice that the air itself actually feels a little bit different, right? So when witches talk about October energy, we mean that the veil between the worlds feels thinner. But what does that actually mean? People are like, the veil is thinning. What does it mean? The veil is the invisible boundary between the living and the dead, the seen and the unseen. And during October, it softens. Dreams can carry more weight. Synchronicities repeat. You may see things out of your peripheral vision moving, like shadows. All those kinds of things you're going to be more aware of. And many of us feel this pull towards more candlelight, to honor the dead, to listen more closely. And that's ancestors' energy rising through this season. And that is why people celebrate Halloween or Samhain. It's not just a thing that's been pulled out of the air, it is what is happening energetically. And the moons of October also really amplify its energy. On the 7th, we've got a fiery full moon in Aries, and it's a super moon. So you're really going to feel it. And this moon is bold, like cutting away things that are holding you back and really stepping into your power. And then on the 21st, we've got a new moon in Libra, which is all about balance and harmony. It's a chance to reset your boundaries and to really plant intentions for fairness and awareness and peace in your life. And together, these two moons, they like encompass the full spectrum of October energy. Fire and sovereignty at the start, balance and restoration at the end. And October's energy calls for a specific type of magic. It's a season of shadow work, so facing that shit that we really don't want to about ourselves and giving it love. And because the veil is thinner, it's also a really important time for protection magic as well. You want strong boundaries around your home and yourself, especially if you're doing any kind of divination. And while we're talking about divination, this month is the best month, in my opinion, for divination. So think scrying, runes, tarot, pendulum work, oracle cards, whatever you feel drawn to. You can get some really, really, really powerful messages coming through from the other side, again, because the veil is thin. And above all, it is a time for ancestor connection. So light a candle, whisper their names into the dark, maybe set up a little altar and connect with those that have come before you. And of course, we've got Samhain at the end of the month. I'm going to do a whole new video on this, but if you want to learn more about the energies of October, head over to YouTube and check out my full video there. And if you've got any questions, let me know in the comments. And also, are you feeling it? Are you feeling the shift in the energies? Let me know your thoughts.
So if you want to hear more about Samhain, she is the Wild and Untamed Way here on TikTok. I hope she's the same name on YouTube, in case you want to check her out.
October doesn't ask you to bloom. It asks you to shed, to lay it down, the pretending, the pleasing, the pieces of yourself you kept, just to survive summer. This is the month of leaving quietly, of trusting what fades, of finding beauty in the bare branches and broken things. October is not soft, but it is sacred. It strips away the noise so you can hear yourself again. Not the voice you perform, but the one that lives beneath the ache. This is ancestral season. The veil thins, the roots speak, and your body remembers what your soul tried to forget. You are not here by accident. You come from a line of survivors, people who lit candles in the dark and called that hope. So light yours. Let it glow through the letting go. And know this, you don't need to be bright to be powerful. You just need to be real.
I enjoyed that one. If there is anything to get out of this video, that clip is it.
For the one who feels most alive in October, when the air turns crisp and the days get shorter, something in you wakes up. You feel it in your bones, that quiet thrill in the wind. You crave foggy mornings and ghost stories told in candlelight. The scent of cinnamon, the crunch of leaves, the way pumpkins feel like old friends returning home. Your home becomes a haunted haven, not for fear, but for wonder. You don't just decorate for Halloween, you make space for magic. Because October isn't a month for you, it's a mood, a feeling, a full-body sigh of relief that says, you're finally home. Tag the one who lives in October, or admit it's always been you.
Her magic touch, it leaves a blot. Sparkle turns to shadows creep. What was bright, she...
I will not admit that it has always been me, but it has been me for a long time. And I've said this before, growing up, I always loved the summertime, and I think I associated with the fact that school was out. But as an adult, I absolutely love when summer turns to fall and the leaves change and it gets a little bit more mysterious. I don't decorate for Halloween, but I just love the whole vibe of October.
POV, burning cloves to cleanse the air and protect the spirit. This ancient practice clears negativity, attracts abundance, and invites peace into your space.
Try it. Make sure though that you have a fire safe bowl. Let me show you mine. I forgot what they call these bowls, but it is, let's see if we can, just a little carved stone bowl, and mine has, and it has rocks in it and it has sand in it, both of which I got from the Dollar Tree. And most of the time, if I am burning anything in it, it is going to be some resin on a little charcoal disc. I also have like a little mini cauldron that I burn like everything else. I would still put a little bit of sand, like you saw in that video, up under those cloves before you burn it, like even in that little cast iron cauldron. And be careful, do not leave that thing unattended. That looked like it was burning crazy.
You've probably heard of October theory. People say it's breakup season, but it's actually so much bigger than that. In January, the year stretches out forever. 12 whole months. Your brain can't really hold on to something that far away. So goals feel abstract, they feel easy to put off, but by October, there's only 3 months left. Time feels really compressed because there's Christmas and public holidays and just all sorts of things going on. Neuroscience calls this the goal gradient effect. The closer we are to the finish line, the faster and harder we push. And that's why October makes people reassess everything. Relationships, jobs, routines. And yeah, that's why it gets called breakup season. Because if something's not aligned, this is when people finally act on it. But it's not just about endings. It's about clarity, urgency, and choosing what you want to carry forward. So if you're feeling a little bit unsettled this month, don't panic. Use it as your reset. Decide what stays, let go of what doesn't, and finish the year with intention.
That's it, and set yourself up for the next year.
As we welcome October, why is it the perfect time to trust the process? Hey, autumn adventurers, it's time to embrace trust the process wisdom as we step into October. First, think of October's falling leaves. They teach us to let go of what no longer serves us. Trust the process of change. It's your season to shed the old and welcome new beginnings. October's changing colors remind us that transformation can be beautiful. Just as nature trusts its cycles, have faith in your own journey of growth. Consider the seeds buried in autumn soil waiting to flourish. Trust the process of unseen growth. Your current efforts are tomorrow's victories. October shows us the beauty of release as trees stand bare yet strong. Trust the process of letting go. It's making space for your next chapter. Remember, like October's place in the year, you're exactly where you need to be right now. Every experience is shaping your story, preparing you for what's to come. This wisdom reminds us, like October's vibrant landscape, your journey is a masterpiece unfolding. Welcome October with open arms and an open heart. Trust the process of your unique path. Which of these October-inspired trust the process ideas speaks to you most? Share in the comments, like if this motivated you, and tag someone who needs this autumn inspiration.
Yep, it is that time of year where we shed what no longer serves us. And like I said, this is the time where you set yourself up for the next year by getting rid of that stuff that it's not doing anything for you and making way for new things that are more aligned with you to happen.
So I looked up what October means spiritually, according to the internet, So, and it says October invites individuals to connect with the changing seasons and explore the mystic aspects of life. It's a reminder of this cyclical nature, if I can talk, of existence and the significance of both life and death in our spiritual journey.
It definitely is. That's what fall is all about. The trees even show it to you by losing their leaves, shedding their leaves, going dormant, and then they come back. So, I mean, this is like a physical representation of getting rid of what no longer serves you and making way for new.
October is shadow season. That means if you're feeling triggered, overwhelmed, or extra emotional right now, it's not a setback, it's a message. Triggers are your soul's way of showing you what still needs healed, what's ready to come into the light. This month, instead of pushing the feelings down, notice them. Pause, take a deep breath, and ask yourself, what is this teaching me? What part of me is asking to be loved right now? Because that's the magic of October. It's not just spooky season, it's transformation season. And the truth is, every trigger is an invitation. It's your soul knocking, saying, here's where you get to heal. Here's where you get to reclaim your power. So don't run from it. Meet it with compassion. Honor what comes up. When you do that, the very thing that felt heavy can become the doorway to your freedom. And if you need help with any kind of thoughts that are running constantly in your mind, check out my bio, Beacons, and I have created some subliminal shapes that help with this mind chatter. Leave me a comment and follow me for more.
So can I add, if you are going to sit down and think about what triggers you, pull out a journal when you ask that question to yourself, what triggers me and what does this mean? Write that down. It is always good. I am always an advocate for pulling out a journal. I said this on my Beauty Over Age channel as well. Pull out a journal. Get the stuff out of your head and onto a page. And then when you go back and read it later, you will probably be surprised.
October is really the most important month of the year. When it comes to numerology, October next to any year just adds a 1. So 2025 is going to turn into 2026 once you break it down in numerology. So this is the preview of what you're going to do next year. And keep in mind, next year 2 + 2 + 6 is a 1 year. So it is really about being self-focused. How are you going to pour into yourself? How are you going to change your life before you have the ability to change others? This is going to help our Leos, our Aquariuses, and our Aries out a whole lot. Y'all could easily go to the top of the crowd, okay? So October, what you do this month matters. Don't waste it. And don't forget, this is the planning phase, okay? So what is the plan? How are you going to make this time count? And I hope you have a wonderful day. Peace.
That's what I was saying, sort of, that this is a time of year where you're getting rid of what no longer serves you. I feel like I'm saying that ad nauseum, but also to prepare yourself for the year coming up. Like I think somebody mentioned in this video, what you do in October is going to sort of lead you into the next year. So plan intentionally.
All right, y'all. October theory is not a theory. It's a metaphysical fact. First, in numerology, it is a 1 month. I've talked about this already. A 1 month is a preview of the next year because say right now it is 2025. When you add October, a 1, it equals 2026. So it's giving you a preview of the next year. That's why what you do in October is most important. 2, we are in the planning phase. The planning phase is from September 22nd to November 5th. This is the only full month you get of the planning phase. So what you start now, the plans you make, the affirmations you confirm are what is going to carry you for the next 12 months. 3, it is harvest season. This is when we see what we have done all year coming to fruition. It is a 10-month that is a completion. That is after you reach the goals. And last but not least, this is when the veil is the thinnest. If you have any type of spiritual beliefs, you understand that this is just when spirit is very in tune with us, because 1 with a 0 is when spirit is added. The 0 is when spirit is added to your life. That's why the veil is the thinnest. That's why you have Halloween. So October theory is not a theory. It is a metaphysical fact. It is using the forces and energy in this universe to bless and help you. But sometimes you have to help yourself. So what goals are you setting? Are you looking at your harvest? Are you getting in tune with your soul? I do hope you have a great day. Peace. And don't forget to save this post.
So she explains October theory a little bit different from what I understand October theory to be. I understand the October theory is that October is like when the most drastic things happen to you, and they ask you, and these are sometimes life-changing things, they ask you to kind of sit back and think back on your life, and when you had like these life-changing things happen, sit back and think, were they always in October? That's what I understand the October theory to be. But I like what she said as well.
Did you know that in the month of October, it is literally the month where you're most vulnerable to any sort of like spiritual attack, brujeria, evil eye, etc. For whatever reason, the month of October, the veil is extremely thin, and it's extremely easy for people to cast things on you. It is 1 a.m. over here. I can't sleep, so I'm going to go ahead and give you a quick list of things to avoid during the month of October to protect yourself. Number 1 is be extremely careful as to who you accept any sort of food or drinks from. Food is literally the oldest trick in the book of how to get brujeria into a person's body, and is also the hardest to get rid of. So make sure whoever you're accepting food from, you truly trust, because they may not have the best intentions. Number 2, if you ever happen to find any sort of foreign object at your front door, it could be like a folded up piece of paper, a coin, a strange powder, like don't just touch it with your bare hands. Grab it with some gloves and throw it away, or sweep it away with a broom that you don't use inside your door, and then use salt water in order to cleanse it. Number 3, don't post or share too much of your energy online. For whatever reason, the month of October, intention amplifies. Not everybody that follows you has good intentions. They can be looking at those photos and just like casting negative things on like yourself and your family. So I would definitely refrain for posting too many things. And 4, don't forget to cleanse yourself after you visit all of those haunted attractions. You know, the month of October is a month where everybody wants to like venture out and like do all the tours and stuff. Just make sure you're spiritually cleansing yourself every single time you visit these places, because you can come home with friends that you may not want. I might do a part 2.
I have been lucky enough. I love like going to Eastern State Penitentiary and doing their what do they call it? Whatever they call it, Halloween, like something after dark or something. I love going there, and luckily enough, I have not brought anything home with me. But when you know better, you do better. So, just like she said, make sure you cleanse yourself. Sage, incense, Palo Santo, whatever you use to cleanse yourself, make sure you cleanse yourself when you come back from there. I like that bit of advice. I like all of her advice in this video.
All right, here's 5 ways to protect your energy when around other people or working with others. Number 1, wear a hair veil. There's something called veiling, where you can wear a scarf or a hat, or you can enchant a wig or something that covers your crown chakra and your hair. But you can also wear hair jewelry, hair charms like these. These are called hair charms. I sell them at lunaasheshop.com. I make these by hand with protective metals like silver and gold, and hematite, which is also a protective crystal which grounds you and protects you from EMF. Number 2, if you feel your energy being drained, what you do is you say, "You don't have access or permission to my energy. I am protected and surrounded by divine white light. I am always connected to the divine." Something along those lines. The energy should leave you alone, and you should feel like yourself and not drained. Remember, you are powerful. Number 3, if you know you're going to be around a person that you know really does it for you, cleanse yourself before and after. You can use smoke cleansing like Palo Santo, or you can use spray like these ones that I sell also. Number 4, carry crystals around you that will ground your energy or transmute energy. So something that is a black crystal is going to absorb the negativity and transmute it into love and light. Number 5, probably the most important one, I hate to say it, keep your vibration high. Stay your ass aligned. Do the things you gotta do. If you have a daily practice every day and you meditate and you ground your energies and you're downloading that white light energy, there is no way anybody can touch you, homie, okay? Anyways, I hope this helps. Bye. I'm Luna, by the way.
She seems fun. I like her suggestions as well. I do have, let's see. So as I was saying, I do have a piece of black obsidian. I also have like an all black obsidian bracelet. And then I have this bracelet that is for protection. So there is obsidian, hematite, and tiger's eye on it. So needless to say, I believe in what she's saying.
This is a really easy way to create a shield of light around yourself to protect your energy. A lot of the times I will literally be about to walk out the door and I'm like, oh, just wait a second. I always do it for airports, bus stations, stuff like that, where there's a lot of people. But it's just helpful to keep your energy contained, keeping your power here, and also just keeping all the people that we walk by, energetically keeping them at bay. This doesn't mean that we're not connecting with people and talking to them. It's just making sure that our energy is protected because there's so much stimulation going on in the world. So all you have to do is place your hands on your heart and say, I set the intention for this shield of light to protect my energy. And then I want you to take your 2 pointer fingers and you're going to imagine that there's light coming from the ends of them. And you are going to start above your head and draw a bubble of light, seeing light come from your fingertips all the way to the bottom underneath you, closing it completely. So you're drawing this protective bubble all the way around your body. And then once I draw it, I like to place my hands here, take a deep breath in, and see the light kind of emanate this big cocoon. I am protected. And that is it. It can be that easy. We know how important it is to protect our energy. When you do the dry bathing, you see how light you feel when you get other people's energy off of you that doesn't resonate. So this is a great thing to bring into your routine that will help so much.
I like it. Something quick that you can do. I feel like it would be so useful in the workplace. I really do.
Self-protection tips. If people are trying you or sending you the evil eye, or you think you might be under attack, this video is for you. 5 simple ways to protect yourself with salt. 1. If you or someone feels unwell, and that typically happens when someone is shooting you the evil eye or negative energy, you can easily just get some salt, put it in the palm of your hand, move it around your head 3 times, and then toss it. You can do this about 2 to 3 days. Don't overdo it. And toss it away from your home. Don't put it inside. And FYI, make sure you are praying over this salt, anointing this salt. You got to activate it. 2, if you want to keep unwanted visitors or even negative energies or entities, whatever, make sure you line the front door of your home with a whole bunch of sea salt. I mean, just have at it. Then watch who all of a sudden can't enter your home. 3, if you feel like you have any kind of money blockages or feel like you're being blocked from people or whatever, get some salt. You could put it in a sachet or even like a bag. It doesn't even matter. Just put it inside of your purse or your wallet. And that's going to help clear out those blockages and also bring in some prosperity. Add some cinnamon too as well to speed it up and sweeten it up. 3, if you're dealing with negative energy inside the home, make sure you're putting salt in every single corner of that home. 111 on the clock. It's basically going to soak up all the negative energy and neutralize it as well. But make sure you are taking that salt up at least, I would say at least every 7 days. If you're lazy, I mean, at least a month, once a month, please. And if that doesn't work, you can always add some black salt. 5, I think. Either way, I'll just tell you both. This is for my people who are around a lot of people, like at work or wherever. If someone is like either trauma dumping on you or you just had some kind of interaction that you don't sit well with, make sure you wash your hands immediately with some sea salt. Carry it with you. That's going to clear out the energy off of you. And also, if you have it, get some cinnamon, sprinkle that so you can sweeten up your day. And this is just a bonus. Of course, if you have nothing else to do a spiritual bath, you can always anoint your salt and put it in there. Psalms 91, repeatedly meditate on it and jump in that bath. That's if you have nothing else. It's better than nothing. Anyways, let me know below. Have you guys used any of these tips? Again, this is my only page. I have 166K. Don't get got, y'all. Like, follow, save, share to any of your spiritual friends who need to tap into the benefits of sea salt or just salt in general.
I like her tips as well. I've been enjoying these, listening to these tips for protection.
October is not just another month. It's overflow, chains breaking, things aligning, opportunities opening, blessings chasing you, every prayer answered and released into the new. This is your confirmation that October is your month.
And there it is. October is your month.
Greetings, beloved. I come with another message to let you know to be on guard. Divine Spirit is going to have you to go into some stores, maybe even to a bar, because it's happened to me in the past. You're not going in there for anything in particular, but your light and your love and your presence needs to go in there. Oh yeah, and some of them will say, can I help you find anything? You looking for anything in particular? No, I'm just looking. I'm just looking. And then when you hear Spirit say, okay, that's enough, it's time to leave, then you can exit. Some of this stuff is almost comical. Enjoy yourself.
When they say the battle is not yours, it's God, I take that to heart, okay? Because even though Satan won't come against you when you're trying to transition over, he would try to come through your family. It can be your kids, your mom, your husband, your dad, anybody, okay, when you're transitioning. So I just want to encourage you all. When times get hard, open that Bible. Go in that sacred room and pray. Because God is listening, baby. And he will answer some prayers right then and there. Okay? He will take some stress, some anxieties. He will give you all the calmness that you need to move forward. Because you done gave all your issues to him. So I just want to encourage y'all. It ain't over. Okay? Keep faith. Faith and fear does not belong together. Have a good day. Keep faith. Amen.
Hey y'all, I gotta ask you this, because this is something I'm experiencing. That last week of September, did it whoop y'all tail? Did y'all have excessive warfare that last week in September? I don't know what it is, but it feels like something has lifted in the atmosphere, and I'm thanking God for it. Every single person that has prayed for me, thank you, Lord. Bless their household in the name of Jesus, because that last week of September was whooping my tail. But I feel like today, like something shifted, like the atmosphere, maybe the thickness, I don't know, the pressure has been cut through, and I feel like some breakthrough is taking place. I feel lighter in my chest as well too. That warfare was rough. Let me know if y'all experienced the same thing too, or maybe it was just me. But I don't know everything that's going to happen for me in October, but I have been declaring that it's a harvest for me, a good harvest, that I'm going to be able to see, experience, and be able to be blessed by the fruit that comes in October. And so I don't know if this has happened to you or not, but let me know in the comments. What was the last week of September like for you? Did you feel that pressure? Did you feel that warfare? And do you feel a shift in the atmosphere now that we've transitioned into October? Do you feel a lighter sense? Do you feel more hope coming in? Do you feel more joy? Are you more excited? Because that's where I'm at right now. That's where I'm at. So I believe something breakthrough is happening. Listen, are you ready for ministry? Because this is part of it. You're going to have those seasons in your life when that warfare, woo, you can recognize it for what it is. You know, the enemy's job is to kill, steal, and destroy. And he wanted to literally take you out before the month ended, but you like, Lord, hold on, Lord, keep me. You know, you praying, constantly praying, Lord, help me. And he does listen. God listens and he does help us. And so I feel that shift. And so listen, are you ready for ministry? Because it's calling your name. Come on, the harvest is here, y'all. The harvest is trickling in. It's here, y'all. Talk to y'all later. Bye.
I wouldn't say that September was warfare. No more than any other month has been this year so far. But October does feel lighter for me, and I'm being completely honest. October does feel lighter.
Why you feel spooky energy in October. Have you noticed how everything feels different in October? The air, the light, the energy. It's not just spooky season, it's spiritual season. For witches, October isn't about fear, it's about the veil. Ancient cultures believed this was when the barrier between worlds thinned, when intuition, memory, and emotion all ran deeper. But here's the wild part. Science agrees. The Earth's magnetic field actually shifts as daylight shortens, changing how our bodies process serotonin and melatonin. So yes, you really do feel something in the air. Have you ever felt more emotional, creative, or connected this time of year? That's the veil in your own nervous system. Witches use this season to pause, reflect, and reconnect with ancestors, not out of superstition, but gratitude. So if you've been feeling nostalgic, restless, or drawn to candles and quiet, it's not just you. It's the rhythm of the earth calling you inward. Follow if you believe spooky season is really sacred season.
I feel like this is not just for witches. This is also for people who practice hoodoo, because this is Hoodoo Heritage Month, but just people who practice different types of spirituality. You can feel the shift with the changing of the season and the shortening of the days, and the like right now the light in this room is different than it is in the summertime. But you can definitely, I mean, just in your soul, you can feel the difference.
The best teacher to wake you up is Mother Earth. The best teacher is the water, the trees, the wind. To look outside and say, this is real. This is real. Without this, you can't live. That's when your true religion starts, because we're intertwined together. You know, we need them as much as, you know, they need us.
Absolutely.
Let's talk about this energy of October. We all know this is a fall time, this is a harvest time, but the message that I really received was that this harvesting is not just gonna be about fruit, veggies, whatever the hell, you know, it's also gonna be about your energy. Now we know we're in a Mercury retrograde period. That really means a lot of people are gonna be doubling back. You already know this. But when it comes to the overall energy of October, it feels like energy harvesting in the way of your attention. It feels like energy harvesting and like trying to get you to go back to something. A lot of us have been experiencing this awakening where we are just ready to control our own lives. And in October, it feels like the powers that be, our society, and our collective in general is going to be really in a tug of war with that energy of regaining control and also submitting to the system. October is going to be a test of how well you listen to yourself, your inner voice, and your inner knowledge over anything.
She is telling the absolute truth, and please do that. Please listen to yourself and your intuition over anything else. All right, Rooted Collective, we have come to the end of this video. Please let me know which bit of this resonated with you the most. Was it what we learned in October, or what October taught us rather? Or is it the spiritual protection of it all? Have you learned anything new? Please let me know down in the comments. Also, please make sure to give this video a thumbs up and hype this video so that we can grow our Rooted Collective community. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you never miss an upload. And until next time, stay awakened and stay rooted. Peace.